Hello, my name is Dr. Davis-Barkley. I am part of 2000 Brooks, a 2 cybersecurity class, and my project is called Phishing Scams. What is social engineering? Well, it's defined as someone manipulating a person for their personal information. As a hacker can use this in two different ways. They can either ask you in person, or they can use a fake text/email that is sent along with a link to trick people into clicking and hack into their information, as the link has a virus attached to it. Now, what about the project? A Georgia man of the name of Nandi Marcellus McBottle hacked a Virginia woman out of $6.5 million and a Georgian company out of $350,000. These are a result of romance scams and BEC scams, also known as business email compromise. What is a romance scam? Romance scams are a type of online fraud in which victims are targeted by individuals posing as potential pursuers. The fraudsters create fake online dating profiles, often with photographs of attractive men or women, and use these fake personas to express romantic interest in victims in order to trick them into sending money to them or their partners in crimes under false pretenses. Romance scams frequently target vulnerable individuals who pose significant finance as assets, such as retired widows or widowers. In January and February of 2018, after luring the victim, Decree and his partners in crime started requesting emails that she pays various fees and taxes that the funds could be released. Between approximately January 2nd, 2018 and February 12th, 2018, and in response to the repossessions made by Decree and other regarding the funds, the victim made approximately 25 wire transfers totaling more than $6.5 million from the victim's trust account into various bank accounts. At least $1.1 million was wired to businesses' banks accounts controlled by McGradle, and these accounts were for fake companies that did not have physical compromise, earned legal income, or paid wages to the employees. After the fraudulent funds hit the accounts controlled by McGradle, he allegedly wired the funds to other accounts controlled by McGradle or overseas accounts in China and the Middle East. What is a BEC scam, or business email compromise? BEC scams commonly involve an employee of a company who has been fooled into responding with email messages that appear to be but are not legitimate spoof emails. None of these emails purporting to be sent from the Oxford Finance or was actually sent by Oxford Finance. Rather, these spoof emails were sent by the domain Oxford Finance with two I's.com, which appeared to be Oxford Finance but was not. The email was also appeared to come from Oxford Finance because the purported sender is an actual employee of Oxford Finance, and the email signature line contained Oxford Finance correct physical address. This is the reason why you should not always trust emails that are sent, because they're not always the same emails that are legitimate. People can misspell words and trick people into believing that these are actually real emails, but in reality, they're not. They're fake emails sent by scammers that are trying to get money off of you. Now, you may be thinking, did he get what's his sentence? Well, at age 35, as he was living in Martina, Georgia, he was arrested on November 19, 2019. U.S. Margaret Judge Janet F. King, a federal grand jury, indicated that McBottle on November 6, 2019. Members of the public are reminded that the incident only contains charges. The defendant is presumed innocent of these charges and will be the government's burden to prove the defendant's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. Now, I personally believe he's guilty. All the evidence that he did, even with his partners in crime, it all points back at him, because we don't know the partners in crime's names. But we do know his name. The romance scam points back to him. The BEC scams point back to him. So I think that he is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But this is up to the amount of evidence they can provide at the trial.